Let's go into the jaw, please. Does it feel like it's an emotion or a consciousness?
Emotion.
An emotion. So I'm going to bring my amethyst right over the jaw. We're going to bring that right to the mouth, and you may express yourself. What emotion are you? Identify yourself, please.
Anger.
Anger. And what's the anger from? What's the anger come from?
Not speaking.
Not speaking. Not speaking the truth. And anger, how long have you been stuck there in the jaw?
3 months.
3 months. And so what is it that you're sharing or you're showing Dana by not speaking the truth? Who is she supposed to be speaking the truth to?
Everyone.
Everyone. What is the truth that she's supposed to be speaking, Anger?
What she's been learning.
She's been learning. What has she been learning?
On her path.
On her path. What is her path?
Spreading the light.
Spreading her light. How does she do that? What does that look like for her?
To not be ashamed to lead by example.
To not be ashamed to lead by example.
And to speak it.
To speak it. Mm-hmm. And so, what would you like to replace anger with today? What feels good that you would like to put in the jaw instead? So that she can speak her truth more and be the light and speak about the light.
Comfort.
Oh, comfort. What else?
Joy.
And joy. Anything else? Is that complete?
Yes.
Very good. So let's put comfort and joy into the jaw, the temporal mandibular joint, the gums. Can we put that into the teeth and the tongue as well? Thank you. So I want you to pour that all in there and let that continue to fill it up so that everything's relaxed and feels good. Does it feel better?
Yeah.
Very good. So there's the jaw. And so we found that the knees were James corded in there. Can you go into the knees and make sure that they're all clear, please?
No, they're good.
They're good. Sits bones, the sciatic nerves, the pelvic floor. Anything else? We found Karen, we found James in there. Is anything else going on in the pelvic floor? That's been a source of pain for her for a long time.
I think there's part of the depression in the right side too.
Part of the depression on the right side, and we gave that back to Karen. So can you continue to pour white light into the right side as well? We've already pulled out the sources. Does it feel like there's anyone else in the right side of the pelvic floor at all?
No.
Very good. Keep pouring white light into there and you let me know when it feels filled up.
That's good.
Very good. And can you continue filling white light up into the pelvic floor on both sides, the sits bones, the sciatic nerves, the hamstrings, knees, calves, ankles, and feet, as long as it takes, maybe for the next many nights while Dana sleeps, so that she wakes up feeling completely renewed and youthful? Can you do that, please?
Yes.
Do I have your word that you will do that, please?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Now, Dana's been feeling dizzy lately. Why has she been feeling dizzy lately?
There's a lot happening.
A lot happening. What does a lot happening mean? Can you define that?
A lot of change.
Change.
Shifts.
Shifts. Is this a part of ascension?
Yes.
Yes. This is a part of her vibration starting to rapidly move? So what can she do?
It's with the planets and the stars.
The planets and the stars. So how can we help Dana with that dizziness today?
Recognize it.
Recognize it, and that will help it to calm down a bit.
Know the source of it.
The source of it, know the source of it. Are there any foods or liquids that Dana can put into her body to help her to feel more grounded?
More beets.
More beets. Eating them and juicing them, or just juicing them?
Juicing.
Juicing. Juicing more beets. Any other foods that Dana needs to be putting in her body in order to help her with her ascension?
More greens.
More greens in her juices.
More coconut water.
More coconut. Mm-hmm. What else?
Cleaner water.
Cleaner water. How can she clean her water? This is a universal message to everyone. How can we clean our water better?
That's the cleaning wand.
Say that louder, please.
The cleaning wand.
The cleaning wand. And what is the cleaning wand, please? What is that? Can you describe the cleaning wand?
Filters the water.
It filters the water. What does the cleaning wand look like?
It's a clear stick.
A clear stick. Is it a crystal?
Quartz.
It's quartz. Is it just clear quartz?
Yeah.
It's clear quartz. And do we hold it in our hand? How do we use it? Do we put it in the water or hold it in the hand? What do we do?
Stir it.
We stir the water.
Yes.
Is there a particular direction we're supposed to stir the water?
Counterclockwise.
Counterclockwise. And what does that do to the water when we stir it with the clear quartz stick counterclockwise?
Clears it.
It does. Clockwise. And it clears it. Now, is this the same for both hemispheres? Or is this just for the southern hemisphere?
Same.
The same for both hemispheres. Because I know that Dana lives in the southern hemisphere and the water runs counterclockwise there. In the northern hemisphere, it runs clockwise.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Any other way to clean the water besides a clear quartz stick? Is there anything we should say? Any blessing? Any intention?
Intention.
An intention. An intention for blessing the water?
An intention when drinking.
An intention for drinking? And what would that intention be?
Our body is water.
Our body is water.
Fill the body with what it is.
Fill the body with what it is. And what?
Fill the body with what it is.
Yes. Anything else with this intention?
No.
Thank you. So she's had a compulsive disorder like OCD. She wants to know why she gets nitpicky. It comes from her brain, is what she says. What's going on with the compulsive disorder?
It stems from a long time ago.
When? In this
childhood.
Oh, it stems from childhood. How old was she when this started?
4.
What happened when she was 4? Was there an incident? Just allow it to come through. You see it easily. You feel it easily. Observe and allow it to come through.
She's with her sister and her cousin.
And what happens?
She's the oldest of the three, and she always has to take care of them.
She has to take care of them.
She watches over them.
At age 4?
As they get older.
As they get older. And how does she feel about that?
She has to be responsible. The parents are gone.
How does she feel about that? Does she like that?
She gets scared.
She gets scared. What does she get scared about?
Something will happen while the parents are away.
And does something happen ever?
No.
Nothing happens. So then, what happens with her compulsion? Where does that come from? And what does she do? What are her physical actions and her compulsion?
It's routinely.
Can you say that louder, please?
It's routinely.
It's routinely. Does that make her feel like she has control?
Yeah.
So can we replace that control feeling with a loving, positive feeling today? Can we replace that so we can alleviate the compulsive disorder?
Yes.
What would you like to replace those emotions with?
Comfort.
Comfort. And what else?
Love.
Comfort with love. What else?
Letting go.
Letting go. So is this another energy that she set up for herself in this life as a tool to help her to let go?
Yes.
Yes. So does this feel like a soul contract, almost like a karmic?
Yes.
So can we clear this out today, please? Has she learned how to let go yet? Can we finish this soul contract today? Or is she still learning?
She has a little ways to go.
She has a little ways to go? How much more ways does she have to go? How much further does she have to go in order to let go?
She could do it on this trip.
She could do it on this trip. What does she have to do on this trip to let go?
Laugh.
Laugh. Are her nieces going to help her?
Yes.
And this session's going to help her, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. And then she could do it, and then the obsessive compulsive disorder will go, won't it?
Yes.
Very good. Wonderful. So can we go into the brain and make sure that the brain is clear now, since we've pulled out a tremendous amount of energies and spirits out of the body? Does the brain feel clear?
Yes.
Very good. And can you continue clearing the brain and making sure that light is flowing as long as it takes? Can you do that today?
Yes.
Thank you so much. She's been seeing a purple light during her meditations. What is the purple light she's been seeing within?
It's life.
It's life.
It's creation.
It's creation.
It's forming new.
It's forming new.
Yes.
Yes. So how can she use that purple light to help her more? What can she do with it in her visuals, in her meditation?
Keep expanding it.
Keep expanding it. Wonderful. She's also been seeing a gold and orange light. What are those lights she's seeing?
All flows.
All flows. How can she use those lights more to help her to ascend, to expand?
Focus on
Focus on it. Focus on both colors.
beam and let it shine brighter. Let it beam brighter.
Let it beam brighter. And will that help her with all of her art?
Yes.
Yes. Is it a creative energy?
Yes.
Let it flow.
Needs to flow.
It needs to flow. Is this why it's coming to her?
Yes.
Does it co-create with her?
Yes.
Yes. Very good. Now, do you have any other messages that you would like to share today for anyone that it might benefit them? What messages would you like to share?
Stay close to the good people.
Stay close to the good people.
To the teachers.
The
influencers.
To the influencers. And why is that?
The ones that keep your light bright.
The ones that keep your light bright. What's happening on Gaia right now? What can you tell us about what's going on?
There's a lot of shifts.
And where are those shifts bringing us?
People are slowly becoming aware. But there's many people that are not.
So how can we help them?
We need to lead by example.
We need to lead by example.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talk about 5D and walking between two worlds. Can you speak about that, please? Does Dana walk between two worlds?
Yes.
Yes. So when will that shift? When do you feel that shifting?
6 months.
In 6 months. What will happen in 6 months?
The third D will only be a scarce visit. That's why we need to be around those that keep us up. It's hard to be in 3D.
Is it still here on the planet? Are people just holding 3D within them, their minds?
Yes.
Well, some people have to leave their bodies in order to shift.
Yes.
Yes. Any other messages on the ascension of the planet?
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. Will we come together in more communities?
Yes.
And will Dana come together more with her soul family, she and Manny? Will they come together with soul family more? Physically?
It will be a little while.
When will that happen?
4 years.
4 years. And where will they all come together?
There'll be different places. Different locations in the globe.
What are some of the focal points, some of the places on the planet where we will come together?
There'll be a place in the U.S.
Where is that?
Near Mexico.
Near Mexico. Where else?
A place in Asia.
Where in Asia?
Near Bali.
Near Bali. Where else?
Island.
What island?
I can't see the name.
Where is it close to?
It's in the Pacific.
In the Pacific. Where else on the planet?
There's places off the planet as well.
Places off the planet. Where are they off the planet?
In other star systems.
And will some of us go there?
Yes.
Do we have to leave the body to go there?
Yes.
Very good. Any other messages that you would like to share to help others? Thank you. Do you have any messages for me?
I love you.
I love you. Do we feel complete today?
Yes.
Thank you so much. So now I would like to bring the highest self into the body more and integrate into the body more. And I would like to send any remnant of the ego back to source, back to the beautiful playground of white light. The ego is free to go and to transform back into white light. That's what we do. We just transform it. Because the ego, we thank it, but it's not needed anymore. There's only light and there's only love. And so we thank the ego and we want to send it back into source. So it's going to go back to source, back to the white light playground waiting for it. And we thank it so much. And I'm going to bring the highest self into the body more and the divine guides down closer to the auric field so that Dana can fully experience and know the beautiful ring of golden white light of her guides. She can hear them clearly and peacefully and see them and experience them, and it's joyous, and she feels the support of all of those loving energies around her and within her always. I'm going to count 1, 2, bringing the highest self into the body more. It feels wonderful. 3, 4, the guides are surrounding you. You see them, sense them, feel them, hear them, know them. 5, 6, your clairs, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance is sharper, more accessible to you all the time. 7, 8, coming into the body more with ease. The body feels light, youthful, regenerating, healthy, complete, and whole. And 9, 10, eyes are open, wide awake. Welcome back. I'm going to pause this. All right. Okay, so Dana, you had your first QHHT session.
I did.
How do you feel? Because you've had a few minutes now to go to the bathroom and get everything wiped up. You had some good tears. You cried a lot.
I did.
How do you feel about it?
Good. I feel good. It's like I felt like I was conscious through a lot of it and like know like the conversation that you said, though you need to go back to it, but
yeah,
I feel very light.
We did a lot of body scanning. There were a lot of spirits that recorded in your body.
And I wasn't expecting that.
Right.
I didn't expect anything and just let it all flow. So that part was probably the most interesting, to see what was really gripping and where. Because I didn't even feel the grip until like you would ask, like, where are you feeling it? And all of a sudden it's in the arm.
And then it has a name. And it has a voice. And it lived a year. You ask it what year it is. And it had a body. And the body died. And it's like, whoa. And what has it been doing to you? What kind of pain has it been causing you?
Yeah.
So
because the answers just start coming. And you voice it.
You just speak the first words, because where is all this coming from? Like we just said before I turned this on, you're asking, is this really coming from me? Where is this coming from? Where does your information come from?
Right.
It comes from you.
Yeah.
It's encoded in the DNA. This is Dolores Cannon's work, and it's so important that we understand this, is that your DNA is encoded with all your lifetimes like a living library card.
And you carry that from body to body. And to tap into this, like Dana and I were talking about, QHHT, all these people are doing psychotropics in order to tap into the cells, but it's hypnosis. That's really the deep key. You don't need it. So you cleansed before this. You're on a liquid cleanse. Did it make it easier?
Yeah.
You're more relaxed because we're mostly water.
Yeah.
So what was your advice? You had a universal message, which we will edit this because Dana's also a webmaster. We're gonna edit this, and we're gonna put in the universal message for everyone, because you had a great universal message for everyone. We're mostly water.
Yeah.
So we need to have mostly liquid.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like as we ascend, our water content is going up more. It's increasing. So your major theme in your lives, you saw a lot of lives. You saw 3 lives, bam, 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 is Indigenous, Hopi. You were Hopi.
Yeah. Like they just came to me. But then I remember some of the names. I'm like, that's not an indigenous name.
No, so you saw an Egyptian name. You saw a Hopi, an Egyptian life, a Hopi life, and then you saw another life, an African life with a tribe.
Yeah.
But what was the main theme for all these lives that were coming in real fast?
I was a male in each one, and I was like the head of a group, or I was the leader.
You were the leader.
The one that was in charge of another group of people.
And same in this life, you're still very responsible. So what's the main theme?
Let that go.
Let go. Letting go.
Yeah, because I was even realizing that as we're going through. So I'm like, wow, I'm the leader of all these people and take on all this responsibility.
But then you're carrying that in your body. You were carrying that.
Yeah.
And that's why all of these spirits were attaching to you, because you were carrying them too. But then we released them all back to the white light. What was that like to experience them releasing and just kind of observing all that and speaking for them?
I could almost feel though in my body, like when that was happening, my body, I could feel it get a little bit more tense. Like, and then once they were gone, it was like, okay. Like I felt like I was like almost sitting, like my body was in a different position. Then once they were out, I was like, okay, done. But I wasn't, right? I was in the same.
Oh yeah. No, and you see, I channel.
But I could feel it tensed up a little bit.
I channel in all of these sessions, and I'm able to rise up and use all of my psychic abilities, and I'm able to see all of this. So I can watch all of this through my clairvoyance, and I just get to do my angelic work. I work with the angelic realm. I work with the 4 directions, archangels, the ascended masters, the high galactics.
Yeah.
And I'm able to just be a part of that council. I leave my body consciously. I'm able to come up and down into the body. When I come into the body feels achy from sitting, so I have to move the position, drink a little bit of my herbal infusion, drink a little water, and then I'm able to kind of go back up and rise up and remote view everything in light.
Yeah.
And I'm able to, and the questions just come. I'm just channeling the whole thing. It's an incredible experience for both of us.
It was interesting too when you were asking the questions. I was able to be like, yep, yes, no, yes, no. But there was, like when I was trying to almost find my own way, it took a little bit longer. But your guidance answers so quick. It's like, yep, yes. Like there were distinct yes and no answers.
Yeah, it's profound. It's really awesome.
Yeah.
Well, wonderful. Well, do you recommend this to others?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally like a breath of fresh air. Like I am already breathing differently right now.
And of course, it's going to take some time to integrate. You got to watch the video. You got to listen to it every night to continue integrating it. And we brought your higher self into the body more, your guides around you more, and we sent your ego back to source. I love that, the white light playground. Back to source.
Yeah.
We don't need the ego anymore. It just transforms back into white light. Yeah, it's so cool. Very good. So tell everybody what you do. Dana is an artist. Dana does a lot. What do you do? What's your website?
My website is bonafidebydesign.com, and that's a jewelry website, and also working with some other companies and helping to spread the word on sustainable and natural art and products. And I'm also starting a project in the Sacred Valley of Peru.
That's where Dana lives. She came up here from Peru, which is where I used to live.
Yeah.
That's where we met. And so you live in the Sacred Valley.
Yeah.
And what do you do there?
Yeah, we just bought a piece of land to start a project called Earth Tones, which will be an Airbnb, but also a place for tourists and even locals to come and learn about a specific holistic lifestyle of yoga and food and cold water immersions and hiking and just being.
Dana's also certified as to
being in
teach yoga
nature.
too. She used
Yeah.
to come to my yoga classes.
Yeah.
Good. So how can people find you? What's your website called?
It's bonafidebydesign.com. Soon it will be earthtonesperu.com. So with the two different businesses, so they'll eventually maybe both link up together. And
Oh, I think so. So you can also find Dana's website link on my website, www.sonya, S-O-N-Y-A, Wilder, W-I-L-D-E-R, Wellness, WELLNESS.com. Bonafide by Design is in the resources, the reference page. You can find her there and link up through there. That's super cool.
Yeah.
And if you want a session with me, you can go to my website and send me a message and we'll get you scheduled. Yay!
Yay.
Thank you. This is so cool. That was so amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Okay.
everybody, for tuning in.
Much love.